Give me a low income career.
Who's ready for some December football? Hi everyone, Scott Hanson here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. We begin with a good one in the AFC. And this is Bashal Tutin. He gets a seal here, and a seal here, and up the alley he goes. From there, we check out another big late-season game, playoff implications here. And it's the Seahawks quarterback. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Seahawks just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the LA Chargers. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This will wind up a touchdown. The Raiders get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
At the 24-yard line.
Black 40.
On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. As the Raiders,
they're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
62 blaster.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Ready, go. Stand.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 5. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
Black swap. Set. Hut. Low check.
Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with.
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. Let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Here comes 3rd down and 7. They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jeanty. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
Back to 60. Back to 60. That's pretty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open is Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
10 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Raiders defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 7-7, our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Jalen Waddle. A gain of 10 yards. It's now 3rd down
Here we go.
and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December. He sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. The Raiders at 5-8, 3 games under 500. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he stops shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
17.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
First down.
Fight,
First
six.
down and goal to go.
Check, cut. Black 40. Check.
He'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Go.
At the 1 yard line.
33. Yellow. Ready.
2nd and 1. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He sets to fire deep. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hanson. It is our EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
around the
Scott, take it
NFL
away.
starts now. We begin at Venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on Carolina. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Bears tough it out to get the win in a game that could serve as a preview of the NFC title game. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And here it's Josh Allen surveying and finding Khalil Shakir. 15 yards for the touchdown. This one's at halftime with the Bills trying to keep their fading hopes alive and get back to 7-7. They lead here at the half. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
I guess Yes, that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leader.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Ready, 30, ready,
Moore,
go.
the man in motion.
Hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 20. They'll go again with Genty. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Raiders 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for a right side here, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and
8.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Step,
Up the middle. It's Genty. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 18, rock Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. Now, Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here we go. 50, green, hut, hut. Ready?
2nd and 11. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Opposite, green.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Ready, go. Blue, ready.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
52, blue, hut, hut. Set.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
45, white, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Or this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, once you score the touchdown, and seal this thing.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running on first down with Webb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up third down on the sack. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season. And
Yo, we held a field goal game out here. You're
You can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. Check White.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. brings up second and
Blue
10.
check.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it complete to Waddle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down.
Ready. Stand. Punt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to Moore. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here we go, this to avoid overtime. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
You gotta make it a game, y'all. You can't just blow them out like that.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd. But it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
It's second down.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Right? Everyone's thinking that was something that is true. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Raiders, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And beyond the there to the 21. Looking to put a drive together. And they will head back home next week. And he'll throw right away. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, that to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
The loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6 and 8. And they'll get a chance to redeem them. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down.
Check White.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing
made this
and 2
team.
touchdown passes as well.
I played around this team.
So for Las Vegas,
For y'all to think that I was going to lose to this team,
gets a slight lift as they move to 6 and 8 on the year.
thanks for
And they will
watching.
head back home
See you next
week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss.